And everybody in Jamaica can identify with that. Barely survive. Yeah.
So, we are getting this notion that we manage the economy well. That's what the government. That's what the government has been saying, Ralston.
Them use one variable and say paying down the debt faster than program for its good management.
Bless up, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabella Rose. And in this one, Andrew Holness clapbacks at Mark Golding with lies upon lies. Following a speech Mark Golding made at the launch of the campaign of Senator Damian Crawford, in which he spoke on the state of the economy and why our people have to be leaving for greener pastures, and vow that a People's National Party administration will look after our nurses, our police officers, and all our essential workers, amongst others. Following that, Prime Minister Andrew Holness put out a 4-minute video speaking on fiscally fit economy and that Jamaica is in a fiscally fit space. And he went on, and I could see the lies in, if not all, most of what he's saying. So when he's coming out to say that lowest unemployment rate of 3.6%, and statistics let us know that 600,000 people not even looking for work have left the workforce, is like that. When Ralston Hyman, who is an economist, come out and speak on the state of the economy, a lie Ralston a tell. When Statin come out with an updated information saying that it's not only 2.8% decline, it's 3.5% decline. Is lie Statin a tell? That is a government body. Is it lie that Statin telling? Anyways, I'm going to listen for yourself. I'm going to play Mark Golding part, so I play it in sequence so you can get an understanding of what is going on. And then you'll hear a bombshell from Ralston on the Portland Spice TV program, so you can go over there and subscribe. Notification shout out goes to Ursel Bundy, big up yourself, Mr. Bundy, as well as Chelsea Clinton, big up yourself, my sis Chelsea. And big community highlight goes out to Angela, Winnie Miss Curiosity, Yvonne Wallace, and Mr. Morris. Big up on yourself.
And comrades, the next PNP government will be a government of the people. When Sister P took it at the beginning of 2012, we had to solve the public financial crisis in the country. The Labourites had taken the economy and wrecked it on the reef, and we had to float the boat and get the debt coming down to a level where it can be managed. But now we're past that. It's a stage now where the people hungry and the people frustrated and they want hope and they want to see a Jamaica where they don't have to think about going to foreign because opportunities are right here for them. So whether it be the farmers, or whether it be the teachers, or whether it be the nurses and doctors, or the police officers, enough respect to all officers in the place. PNP have to look after you, because we respect you as being the backbone of this country, and we want a better Jamaica for all of it.
Alright. Just completed my morning exercise and I don't get to do it often enough. But when I do get a chance to do it, you know, aside from the physical activity, it gives me an opportunity to think, especially during my cooling off period when I'm trying to recover from strenuous exertion as I try to do this morning. And I was reflecting on an important change in Jamaica that may have escaped many Jamaicans or may not be of importance to some Jamaicans in their consideration, and that is Jamaica is becoming resilient. You know, resilience is the ability to withstand a shock or a blow to your system, to be pushed to the extremes as I tried to do this morning, but to be able to absorb that shock, persevere and recover to better than you were before. But importantly, you do this on your own effort. Now think about it. Yesterday, the Minister of Agriculture announced that farm gate prices for some vegetables and produce were trending downwards. And this is barely 6 months after Hurricane Beryl and tropical storms and unprecedented rainfall ravaged the sector. Now, why are prices going down? This is because your government, through good management of the economy, planned for shocks. We created a disaster fund, which we've never had before, never existed before. And this gave us the flexibility to allocate funds to agriculture to support farmers to getting back into the field and increasing their production. I just want to big up all the farmers who were affected but who took advantage of support or even on their own went back into the field and increased production. I'll be the first to admit that much more work still needs to be done in stabilizing prices generally and food prices in particular. But we must admit that Jamaica today is different from Jamaica a decade ago, whether it is how we were able to respond and recover from COVID or the supply side shocks that occurred after the war in the Ukraine and the Middle East, or whether it is the ability to recover from unseasonal weather. Jamaica has done very well in withstanding and absorbing shocks and recovering. There are a couple of signs that you could use to judge the strength and resilience of an economy. The first sign is the ability of the economy to continue to generate jobs for its citizens, and Jamaica has done incredibly well in this. We have the lowest unemployment rate, practically close to full employment. The other sign is the ability of the government to produce a budget without raising taxes. And, this government has gone several budgets now, I believe 9 budgets, without having to come to the people to say, hey, we did manage the affairs of the country that well, things went awry, and therefore we have to come and take more money out of your pockets. This has never happened under our administration. The third sign of a strong and stable economy is its ability to manage and reduce debt. And Jamaica has done incredibly well in this, where we've seen as the case study for debt reduction. At the end of this budget, we will be below 70% debt to GDP ratio. This is the lowest we have been in over 30 years. The fourth sign is that our foreign exchange rate trades fairly stable and is market determined. And the truth is that Jamaica has never experienced this level of foreign exchange stability, though we have a freely traded, freely floating currency, probably the only freely floating currency in the region. And the fifth sign of the stability of our economy is that we continue to have more quarters of growth than no growth. And when you put all of these together, it shows a strong and resilient economy. And these are facts that are undeniable. So even the most biased and jaded commentator can't deny it. The truth is, Jamaica is fiscally fit.
Let's start where it's hot, Ralston. The capital budget has been cut by over $19 billion. We heard Julian Robinson in the parliament ask the minister why it was cut. And we heard, I don't know if you heard the mumbo jumbo.
No, but I had already told the public that would be what would happen, and that would be the mumbo jumbo that you're getting. So I told the public that from a month ago, that's what they would do.
Now, explain to my listeners and viewers. Because we get to understand that some people make it sound like it's a good thing. I want to make it clear to everybody here. As you heard, Julian Robinson says it has implications. It is not a good thing. Explain to my viewers and listeners, Ralston, what that means to the country.
Well, it's just a simple matter. Them things are not rocket science. They're a simple thing. So, for example, if you are going to grow, bring it down to a family. As a family, if you are going to grow, you have to have a house, right? So if you look at the capital budget as the money to make the house, if you cut the capital budget, then it means that the family now have no house. So it means that you can't grow because you don't have to sleep properly at night time. You don't have no proper bathroom for going on. You don't have no proper toilet. You don't have no proper room for going on. So it's just as simple as that. When you cut the capital budget, it means you cut the budget that is supposed to spend on road, is supposed to spend on hospital, is supposed to spend on courthouse and all of them things there. So them things hold back the country. Additionally, the capital budget means you draw sand, you buy cement, you buy concrete, you buy steel, so a whole a man get work. So the man who drive the truck from down the river, the man who will load the sand, get money, the architect get money. You follow me?
Yeah.
And the shopkeeper get money in the community because more man can go shop for buy things, you know.
It drives the economy.
Yeah, man.
Because,
and
worse in our country that we're not really producing anything of substance.
Precisely. And remember, it's a consistent cutting of the capital budget while we're almost at the brink of a recession. Because every year them cut the capital budget, which is a budget that multiplies the economy.
Hold on there, Ralston. You're saying every year them do the same thing, yeah?
Yeah, man. Every year them cut the capital budget.
Every single year since 2016?
Every single year. Yeah, man. Since Nigel Clark, that every year them cut the capital budget and say procurement cars. Yep.
So,
and that is why we're where we are right now.
So a lot of the projects that have been promised, the way them say them are going to do, those projects, do they depend on this capital budget?
That's why the Prime Minister tell about 2026, because he knows they don't have a capital budget for them this year. So he might give a promise and say, when you bring me back in 2026, we do that.
So, me I understand it and tell me if me wrong. It sounds to me like during March, April, when the budget is being read, them hype up the budget.
Yeah,
and say them are going to do all these manner of things and it will cost this amount of money. And coming down into the last quarter, them cut it back.
Then do like 2 and 3. So they present 4 budget every year. No? So then present the original budget in March. And then by September, then do a supplementary. First supplementary, then second supplementary. And all of that is always chopping the capital budget.
So the capital budget
is the growth budget.
And that grow the economy based on where we are as a nation, because tourism.
Based on every economy in the world. That's what economics 101. Capital spending is what drive economic activity globally.
Government have to spend money in the country.
For infrastructure, roads, bridge, schools, hospitals.
Talk to me. Invest in agriculture.
Yeah, man. Rural road network and all of them things there. Yeah? That kind of stuff. Yeah, man.
So, every year, you are saying, last year, what was the cut?
Last year, them cut it from 75 to about 60. This year, them cut it from 75 to 56. Every year that them. I say it's procurement. Why them can't spend the money.
But the procurement people came out the other day and said, don't blame us.
Well, that's the point I'm making. So it's just an excuse. That's what I'm telling you.
The procurement people came out.
The real reason for that is because they want to continue to pay down the debt faster than program for. That's the real reason for that. So when they run out of revenues and the revenues run short, then still pay the debt faster than program for and cut the capital budget.
So are we still paying more on the debt that we need to pay, Ralston?
The primary surplus for April to November was 100.238 billion, while the amount required was $96 billion. 100.238, while the amount required was 96. The minister in our first interview.
96 million?
Billion. When government spend money a billion, them talk about money.
All right, so that means they're paying about 4 billion more than them need for pay.
Yeah, man, and the fiscal deficit was lower than programs for it was 19 billion and should have been 24 billion.
So why they still do that?
Well, the minister in an interview on a particular radio station told the analyst, the host, that if them don't that, the whole thing will fall apart. The whole world will come crumbling down. Nonsense.
But isn't that a blatant lie?
Yeah, but analysts not educated enough to tell the minister that you're talking foolishness.
Ralston, for all of my listeners, them were like when we simplify the thing. You borrow a loan of $1 million. Local people, you borrow $1 million. The loan agency said to you, pay me $50,000 a month for let's say 2 years, 24 months. Just for word's sake. I decide that I go and pay $75,000 a month. So me a pay $25,000 more than what the bank require me to pay. Because
And
me I say,
the explanation that them give is that we pay the banker faster so that when we go for borrow again, we get lower interest rate.
right,
Get them to them now borrow.
but while paying the banker faster, you also
so
say
much
you nah fix no road. No, back to me. Me nah buy no food put in the house.
Correct.
It's just
You know,
rice.
you
get little rice. You
get
get little rice and tin mackerel and flour and tin mackerel to stay alive. But me nah buy no chicken, me nah buy no vegetable, me nah buy no spring water, no milk, just sugar. So me basically I run my house on the bone.
Precisely.
The people then can't go to school every day.
Correct. And most importantly, you know, fix up the house, the tile it.
No, not the house. Remember the house not finishing up. Remember the house a bill as you said earlier, you know.
You
so not more now do on the house, you know. The building stop. We just survive.
Same way, sir. Yep. And everybody in Jamaica can identify with that. Barely survive. Yep.
So we are getting this notion that we manage the economy well. That's what the government. That's what the government has been saying, Ralston.
Them use one variable and say paying down the debt faster than program for its good management. That is what them sell the people. But when you look and everybody look and see how the place packed down in terms of road, in terms of hospital, all those things are the responsibilities of government. So you can't just use one variable and say you run your house properly. So you tell your wife, so you're going to pay the bank faster than himself to pay him.
Yeah.
So your wife I say, well, I'm to the pick them to go to school, or I'm to the food for coming out of the house. You now finish the house. Never left you. Which is what happened right now.
You know, my whole concern though about that is that I don't think there are enough people out there who understand the financial sector and follow the numbers.
Particularly the people who talk the most, the analysts.
No, but that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going, Ralston. Yeah. They don't follow the numbers enough to speak on this topic. Or it is a deliberate act to mislead the Jamaican people.
Some of them don't have the numbers, and some of them don't understand the numbers. Some of them are just pretenders, charlatans, and some of them embedded, and some don't know the numbers, them don't know how to find the numbers. Yeah.
Family, when you jump in the comment section, tell me what you think. I'm not make that video here too long and drawn out. I really want to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there. Like and share out the videos if you're new. Subscribe to the channel. I just want to say a big shout out to my father who is in heaven right now. This marks 1 year since he has passed on February 6, 2024. And I just want to say shout out to him, rest in eternal peace. A very good father, a very good man that has ever crossed my path in my life. Big up Mr. Rose, maximum respect to everyone out there who stand and be a good father to their children. Big up on yourself, one love. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates.